Welcome back to the Old Bull and Young Cap Boston Sports Podcast. And not saying it's my dad's fault, but it's my dad's fault because he jinxed us. He went on his little date. The Patriots lost. I'm sorry, the freaking Celtics lost. That was like watching a football game. That was so uncomfortable. Oh man, the last possession. I mean, the refs just were all over the place with the Derek White play. What was that? Derek White getting freaking elbowed in the side of the head. They don't call a foul on that, and the ball goes out of bounds. The Porzingis jump ball, phantom jump ball that shouldn't have been. Should have been our ball. Man. What else? I mean, the fact that we caught the ball with about 1.1 seconds, and there's no way the timeout was that close to zero point 0.3 seconds, and they didn't add any more time on the clock, was fascinating. Oh, and just so you know, everybody, Paulo Banchero had a completely clean second half. At no point did Paulo Banchero foul anybody. Spoiler alert. He definitely fouled people, but they didn't call it. I mean, incredibly scrappy game. Porzingis with, another disaster class. Minus 16, 7 points for him. Couldn't hit a thing, no matter how close he was. Our bench, I mean, not showing up at all. Of course, their bench didn't do anything either. But that was such a disappointing game. I'm absolutely furious with the officiating. It was a tale of two sides of the court. I really don't know what was going on. I mean, if you're going to let the physicality happen that way, then at least let it happen that way on both sides. It was pretty rough coming off of screens, different things. There was a few offensive foul calls that were called on us. I mean, the carry by Tatum. I mean, how often do you see a carry, Jeff? I know you said that was like the first time ever seeing a palm call. I don't know, man. That wasn't basketball. That was back alley mugging. Absolutely ridiculous, egregious. Yeah, it fit exactly what the Magic wanted. Another flagrant. They averaging a flagrant per game at this point. I don't know what to even say about that garbage. I'll tell you, it's dangerous. I'm really glad Jaylen Brown did not get more injured on that. Horrible shooting night from three, 9 for 27. Yeah, 7 turnovers for Tatum, 6 for Jaylen Brown, 19 turnovers as a team. 13 for the Magic. Just a disgusting game. Couldn't get any rhythm. Yeah, I don't even know. Don't even really want to talk about it too much. It was just an absolute throwaway of a game. The inconsistencies, 11 points in the third quarter. Could not get anything going. The physicality was just too much for the guys. They were just letting the Magic, body everybody, grabbing the whole time. Another flagrant, worst of all three. You wouldn't know it, Tim, because I think the broadcasters were like, I don't see any problem there. He just did what he was supposed to do when you try and stop somebody from finishing the end one. These are like, I've never seen a team 3 games in a row grab somebody by the arm and pull them down. I mean, I don't know how that's a basketball play. I don't know how that contributes to anything. And I don't know what that last play was, by the Celtics. I understand you had 0.3 seconds left, but you couldn't get anybody open, throwing at the rim. I think the most egregious part of this game was the fact they didn't add any time onto the clock. The announcers, I'll give them credit. We're like, they're going to go make a change. They're going to go make a change to that clock. Yeah, it's going to happen. There's no way it was 0.3 seconds when we called the timeout. There's absolutely no way. It's a completely different shot if it's 0.6. I don't know, everybody. Miserable game. Incredibly physical game. Uh, we got to face these guys at least one additional time. I was really hoping to get away from this team. Cornette looked horrible tonight. I know he like had a couple bright spots. Jeff, you mentioned but man, the boneheaded mistakes between him, Porzingis, are just absolute killers. I think they were hoping Porzingis was going to go up for a tip in or a draw. Oh yeah, I definitely know what they were going for. I just don't know if that's the shot you go for when it's 0.3 seconds. You're technically able to shoot. How is not out of foul when White got? I think they're. Yep, that's what Tim said. And then how is not out of foul when White got clobbered? They call that an out on him because he touched it with his head. Yeah, just I mean, incredibly physical play. Oh, is it miserable to watch? So now we have the Magic on Sunday, and we also have the Magic on Tuesday at a minimum. Hauser still doesn't have a playoff 3. I don't think he has a playoff point, Tim. He hasn't done a thing. And they're not just misses, they're bad misses from Hauser. And it's not going to get any better until we get back at home. Yeah, he has no points this playoffs. He has 4 personal fouls, 2 assists, 5 rebounds, and 1 turnover in 34 minutes, 35 minutes of gameplay. I would have given to Tatum for a fadeaway 3. Magic have to decide how hard to defend that. Yeah, I mean, I would have taken anything other than what they gave. But how do you only put 0.3 seconds on the clock? I mean, what a home court shot clock situation that was. They let that thing run out. I'll be honest, I'm sick of the announcers pumping Banchero's tires all night. Yeah, me too. And what I don't get is how Banchero did not get a single foul called on him after he got close to after the Derek White charge. He did not get a single foul on him. So, from a like a fan standpoint, there was a Jason Tatum drive where he had Banchero on his hip. Banchero went into his body across him and didn't get didn't get much, but got a ton of body, and they didn't call it. And it's like, okay, like, oh man. And of course, the Patriots. That stuff's going on. Tim, you know who I really want? I really want the center from Georgia. That would make me really happy. Jared Wilson, 6'3", 310. That's a big boy at center. 4'8", 40. Super fast 10-yard split, 1.72 seconds. Very athletic guy. Played for Georgia. An effective play. Like, get me that guy. I'll be pretty happy. I also really like the pick they took, the wide receiver they took. Kyle Williams. I actually like him, I think, a bit more than I like Jalen Noel. So I'll take it. Hopefully we're right there as a team. I don't know. This is not how I anticipated my night to go. But again, this is all my dad's fault for not watching the game, being a jinx, and saying, "Oh, it's just the first round." There you go, Dad. So yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got in me. Freaking tired. I'm exhausted and I'm frustrated. Still got 14 more games till the championship. So keep counting. I don't know what the score is on the Pacers game, but looks like the Bucks might get a win. They're up by 14 with 6 minutes to go. That'd be really good for us. The Bucks get a win. Extend that series. A bit more wear and tear on those tires. But the old bull would have been inconsolable after watching that. Between us drafting a running back, the Patriots, and I understand people are saying it's a good pick. Between that happening and then the Celtics getting beat up the entire time, I'm sure my dad would lose his mind. I don't know what he's going to do, if he's going to come home and waste his time watching the basketball game. Maybe he will, but we'll see. Edelman gave his stamp of approval on Williams. No, I like the kid. He burned Travis Hunter in one of the highlights. Man, I am tired. All right, everybody. Thanks for Tim, Jeff. Good to see you guys. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and we'll be back on Saturday to do the pregame and post. I'm sorry, no, is it Saturday? No, it's Sunday. I'll be back on Sunday for the pregame and postgame for the Boston Celtics. So I'll catch you guys later. Good night.